What's up everyone, my name is Brenner, welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Liquor Sipper, and today we're going to be going over a well-known, well at least semi-well-known to the people that are out there that already drink whiskey, but for those newbies out there such as myself, this may be new and never even popped up on your radar. It is American Unblended Whiskey by Michter's. Stay tuned, let's find out, is this worth sipping on? Let's go. Alright guys, thanks for joining me again. If you haven't already, and if this is your first time coming to my channel, or it's the second time and you didn't subscribe the first time, then please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell notification so you guys know every single time that I post a video. Alright, so Michter's, this is a unblended American whiskey, 41.7 alcohol by volume, or percent alcohol by volume. It's at 83.4 proof. I do not know what the mash bill is for this. I couldn't figure that out, couldn't find it. For those of you that would like to know, look it up, and if you can, hit that comments and just let me know what you guys found, because I couldn't find it. The cost of this is $45 to $50, and this is an odd fact for me as far as how it was introduced to me. My brother introduced me to Michter's. I originated with the rye at first. That would be the bottle that has the green on it as opposed to this blue here. And I thought it was pronounced Michter's. So one or the other, I know what you're talking about because I used to call it Michter's. So don't let anybody nut tap you for anything like that, because hey, you know what? You just don't know what it is. But it is pronounced Mick, like Mick Jagger, Michter's. All right. So this is aged in bespoke charred barrels. So I believe that these are actually aged up to 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so I think we're gonna break out Grandpa Jimmy for this one, for the back of the bottle description here of good old Michter's. We are proud to offer you our unblended small batch American whiskey. In the Michter's tradition, hailing from one of America's first distillers, this whiskey is made from highest quality American grains and matured to the peak of perfection in bourbon-soaked white oak barrels. It is then further mellowed by our signature filtration. Alright, so you guys have a little bit of an idea of where this comes from. We're gonna go ahead, and I already have my trusty Gerber open. Oh, Bob Saget! Oh, Bob Saget! Oh, alright, we got this sucker open. I will be drinking this masterpiece neat. I have never tasted this. This is the first time I have ever tasted this particular Michter's ever. That was a nice little bottle pop. Oh, it's one of my most favorite sounds. Oh, I love the sounds of it. Oh, I love the sounds of it. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages above 21. See what I did there? Alright guys, let's do a little swirl and twirl. A little swirl and twirl for the girls, and a little slide side to side for the guys. Yeah. Alright, let's check this out. So, to the nose, we always gotta do nosing for newbies. Alright, gotta get my brain into this one. Oh yeah. It smells like if Freddy Krueger and Jason had a child, and his name was Jason Krueger, and then they murdered them and buried them into a dirty sock inside the woods somewhere. That's a big sock. You know what they say about big socks? Big shoes. It also smells like Easter eggs from 3 years ago, and smells like, you know, the sex that your friends tried to cover up with potpourri and maybe a blunt Febreze and a couple of spritzy sprays of Axe. I also get the scent or slight subtle smell of a bologna sandwich from a homeless man's pants. While also, let me get in here. I also get a weird scent, very odd, like but slightly familiar nonetheless. Don't judge me, but it smells like a pair of old underwear that was left in the back of a local drug dealer's 1999 Toyota Prius. They had Priuses back in 1999? Wow. Weird? Maybe. Be whoever you want to be, folks. And at the end of the day, if they don't like you, there will always be a bottle of whiskey waiting for you. Cheers. Now let's get on to the real smell-a-thon. So to the nose, I have a very nice light sense of caramel. You have some vanilla, as if they just dropped a couple little drops of vanilla extract in here. Got some dried fruit. It definitely has a happy smell to it. Like it was soaked in like a Nerd's candy rope. If you guys are into that. If you guys have ever had that, I don't know. Now let's go to the taste. Let's go to taste it. Taste it now. Where are they? I love it. I love it. Okay. I do taste some of that oak that's in there now though. The oak is in there. Has a nice warmth to it. It's not a long burn. It's a subtle burn. It is actually nice to sip. The back end, that's where I get the heavier oak, but that oak mixed with like some darker fruits, maybe some blueberries, dark subtle blueberries in there, and that Nerd's candy thing, that's real. It really does have that hint of taste in there. So for those of you that like to go to the movies and drink a little bit, maybe this might be something you might want to sneak into the theater. Is that legal? I don't want to get arrested. One more sip before we quit. I dig it. I dig it. Between 45 to 50 bucks. This is a 750 ml. You got the 83.4 proof, 41.7 alcohol by volume. I mean, all in all, I actually get the feeling that this Michter's would be actually good with a lot of different things. It would be a good mixer for sure. It's probably good with ice, probably great with ice, very refreshing. And all by itself, it's super neato. It's neato, like Magneto. That's all I got, guys. Again, if you got something out of this, if you enjoyed this content, if you laughed a little bit, if you giggled a little bit, please tell your friends, tell your homies, tell your gentleman Jacks, and tell your Miss we're female gentlemen Janes, Jacks, something. Anyway, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your family, tell them all how hilarious and stupid this guy is that drinks whiskey in front of a camera and no one's around except for his dog that hates him because he only feeds him half a cup a day. So, because he's fat and overweight and he never goes on the treadmill. And I don't take him for walks. Is that animal cruelty? No, it's not. It's lazy. So, oh, happy days. Until next time, keep sipping, Mamma Jammas.